Hello everybody, today we have beautiful gaming laptop. It's an HP Victus 15-FB 2000 series with AMD Ryzen 5 8th Gen series processor and beautiful graphics, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050. Beautiful screen also, 144 Hz refresh rate. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Start with taking out all the screws from the bottom case. And now you have to separate the bottom. Use plastic tool, otherwise you can scratch the other parts. And once you find a gap, work your way around the edge to disconnect all the clips. And now we can take out the bottom. Look for the part number on those white stickers. Now we can access all the internal components. So start with disconnecting the battery. And now we can take it out. So if the battery doesn't hold a charge or it's swollen, you can replace it. Take out all the screws, unplug it from the motherboard, and here we got the battery model number and the part number. Alright, now here that's our storage. So if your laptop doesn't boot and tells you there is no boot device, or you would like to upgrade storage to the bigger one, that's how you can do it. So take out one screw and pull out the drive. That's the NVMe SSD drive. Here that's our Wi-Fi card. So if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace this card. Gently disconnect the antenna wires. I'll unscrew the screw on the top. And you can pull out the card. Here on the top, that's our model number for the Wi-Fi card. And the SPS, that's the part number from HP. Here under those covers, those are our RAM memory slots. One is empty, unoccupied. The other one is occupied. So if your laptop doesn't boot and the memory doesn't work, you can replace it, or you could upgrade it to the bigger one. Alright, here that's our heatsink and our cooling fans. So sometimes when the laptop overheats, you would like to add cooling paste between the processor or the GPU and the heatsink. Or if the fans don't spin, or they make grinding noise, or they clogged with hair, this is when you would like to replace them. So unscrew all the screws for the heatsink and for the fans. Now here this DC jack power cable is routed through the fan, so make sure it's out of the way, and you will find more screws. Alright, now let's disconnect our fans. Sometimes it's easier when you pull them out first. Alright. Now lift the heatsink, be careful, don't bend the heatsink. If you bend it, it won't work anymore. It may be stuck to the processor or the graphics because of the cooling paste, so be gentle. Maybe let's see, first take out the fans. Here on the white stickers, that's our part numbers. Now let's take out the heatsink. Alright, that bracket for the DC power jack covers our heatsink partially, so let's take it out. Let's check it now. I will take this part out also. Yeah, now it's easier. Alright, so that's our cooling heatsink. Here we have the part number. Here, that's our processor and the graphics. They both soldered on the motherboard. So if these don't work, you have to replace the whole motherboard. Here, that's our DC power jack. So if your laptop isn't getting the power, or that jack is physically broken, you can replace it. And that's our part number on the white sticker. Right, now let's take out the speakers. So if the sound is bad, you can take out the speakers and replace them. Right, so that's one side. Alright, so these are the speakers. Here we have the part numbers. Now let's take out the motherboard and our I/O boards. So unscrew all the screws. Here, that's our I/O board. Let's disconnect it. And I always close those clips. If you leave them open, you can break this retaining clip later. So let's take out this board. That's our SD card reader. So if that card reader doesn't work, you can replace this board. Here we have the part number. And that's the I/O board with our audio port and our USB port. So if these ports don't work, you can replace this board. But to disconnect it from the motherboard, you have to take out the motherboard. So let's take out both parts at the same time. And disconnect the video cable. Was still holding. Alright, now we can disconnect our I/O board. So that's our USB audio port board, and that's our motherboard. Here we have the part number and on the white sticker. Now let's disconnect our Palmrest keyboard touchpad assembly from the screen assembly. So unscrew the hinges. Let's see if we can disconnect our screen assembly now. Oh, make sure that the Wi-Fi cable is unhooked everywhere. Now gently unfold the hinges, and I can see that this rear panel is still attached and holding us. So let's take out these screws as well. Alright, so this is how you can take out the rear vent stripe. And now unfold the hinges. And you can disconnect the keyboard, Palmrest, touchpad assembly. By the way, if you need parts, check gatlaptopparts.com. And if you don't feel like fixing your laptop, you can always sell it at sellbroke.com. Let's see if we can take out the touchpad. Let's take out these screws on the top. Alright, so that's how you can take out the touchpad and you can replace it. As for the keyboard is riveted to the Palmrest, so you cannot take it out. You have to buy the whole Palmrest keyboard assembly like that. And look for the part number on the white sticker. So now let's see how to take out the LCD. So start with taking out the front bezel. So you have to find a gap where you can put your tool in and separate both parts. Alright. Now wiggle this part to disconnect all the clips. There is always some adhesive also. Alright, so that's our front bezel. Here we have the part number. Now here we have our pull tabs for the screen. So the screen is held by two adhesive stripes on the bottom, on the other side. So you have to pull out these stripes, otherwise you won't be able to take out the screen. So we have to catch it and slowly pull it out. Hold horizontally, don't pull up or to the sides. That will break the strip. Alright. We got one side, now let's do the other one. So this is the hardest part, because if you break that strip, it's very hard to take out the LCD without cracking. Right, now the LCD should be disconnected, okay. Now let's disconnect the video cable. To disconnect it, you have to flip this retaining clip that metal part. Now we can pull out the cable. So that's our screen. Here we have the screen model number and the part number. And now let's see. Here you can still take out our hinges, the video cable, in case if you have to replace it. Let's take out the video cable. The video cable is connected to the webcam. And the webcam is very fragile and it's held by adhesive. Alright, I'm gonna close that clip. So that's our webcam. And that's the LCD webcam cable. Here we have the part number. And that's our back cover with hinges and the Wi-Fi antenna. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.